what we gotta watch, what we gotta watch.
Paul Match
What we gotta
TV.
watch, what we gotta watch, what we gotta watch.
Paul Match
What we gotta
TV.
watch, what we gotta watch, what we gotta watch.
Paul Match
What we gotta
TV.
watch, what we gotta watch, what we gotta watch.
Paul Match
What we
TV.
gotta watch, what we gotta watch.
Yeah, buddy, that's right. Get
Oh,
exposure right now. Holler at the homie Paul Mash, man, for Paul Mash TV. Hit up Paul Mash TV across all social media sites, alright? Who we got next? Got next.
Well, hello there. It's Paul Mash TV time again. We're glad that you could join us again today. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click the bell, and you're going to be notified whenever new interviews come your way. And check out the comment section and leave a comment for us. We'd love to hear from you there. And one of the comments are going to have caps and t-shirts, so we hope you take advantage of that. And also, if you go on Facebook, it's facebook.com/PaulMashTV. And be sure to like the page and comment everything you see, inboxes. And also email us at paulmashtv, all one word, at gmail.com. And it's not just for bands or solo artists who want to be on the show. If you're a fan, we'd love to hear from you as well. And also, if you're on Roku, go to channel Smile World TV at 6 o'clock p.m. Central every Wednesday. You'll see one of my episodes. Hope you check that out. And we have an official web address as well. And all this is going to be recapped for you at the end of the show, so during the closing credits, so stay tuned for that. In just a moment, we're going to have Drevo Coolidge. He's from Jackson, Mississippi. And I think you're really going to like this artist, and we'll get to that interview in just a moment. But here's another quick word from Flip Jam. Don't go away.
We got history, got me feeling the nostalgia when you look at me, thinking about what could.
All right, it's interview time as promised, and with us we have Drevo Coolidge, and he's from Jackson, Mississippi. Thanks for joining us, Drevo.
Wagwan, appreciate it.
Okay. So why don't you tell us a little bit about how you became an artist? I mean, everyone has their own story, and let's hear your story.
Well, I started off mimicking people, just to be honest with you. I have Bermudan heritage, so like I was born in Jackson, Mississippi, but I have Bermudan heritage on my father's side, so I have island in me. I started off mimicking artists, like I would just mimic certain things, like ad libs and just certain artists, until I actually found my sound. How I found my sound, basically, I had postnasal drip, and I ended up in the hospital and kind of bruised up my lungs, and then just like the voice it's like it's kind of like puberty. It just came out, and and the voice was born, and I became Drevo Coolidge and went from there. And I started basically just studying in my heritage and believing in my voice and understanding, even though I was born of America, I have international island sound with my voice, and it's followed with my bloodline and my heritage. So I was kind of blessed to just know that I was always different. I was never like the same. I felt like a color amongst grays in school. So it's like I just never fit in. I was an oddball. I'm weird. I like weird things. So I was always an oddball, but it was an understanding why I was an oddball, because I was odd because I was different. I was not meant to be the same and be a generic and of that type of sort of level. And it's a blessing to be here and be naturally me. Like I love my image. I love everything about me, and it's a blessing. It's God blessing. I'm thankful.
Okay, well, that is a good story, and I'm glad you're doing what you do.
Most
Um,
definitely.
why don't you tell me a little bit about some of the mainstream artists that influence you in your songwriting and musical style and so forth?
Ooh, it's a couple of them. Bob Marley, Tupac, Notorious B.I.G., um, Kid Cudi, B.O.B., just different ones. I like Linkin Park, Adam Levine. I was in the Creed. I'm in a lot of different music. Like I'm into pop, rock, alternative rock, hip hop, rap. I like all sorts. I even listen on some occasions. I listen in the morning. I listen to jazz and I listen to opera. Like it's it's very just I'm very diverse with my musical taste. And like I said, sometimes I wake up in the morning, I get a cup of coffee, and I would listen to jazz and opera, like mixture, just the mixture of it's divine, and it puts me in a peaceful space, and I love it. Every day is just it's my influence. My true influence is life. That's my true influence, the realness of life, because we have chaos and peace and chaos, and putting those two together is a yin and yang with life and the life balance. So anything that's about life, I'm very influenced by. My mother, a prime example of one of my greatest influences, and I love her to death because she teaches me every day about life, and my father teaches me about life and liberty and prosperity. It's a beautiful thing. It's God given. I love it. That's my influence, my true influence, life.
Okay. Yeah, those are some good, influence, especially Bob Marley. Uh,
Yes.
he was the greatest of music, a legend, obviously for sure.
Well, definitely.
Um, so why don't you tell us a little bit about how we can find your music? I mean, I'm sure it's on all streaming and all platforms or whatever, but you may have some physical copies. If you do, let us know that as well.
At the moment I don't really just have physical copies, but I can provide physical copies. If any fans want any distribution, all they have to just basically just hit up my management on any of my social networks. They'll find the email for exclusive management LLC at Gmail. Like I said, they can find it on my platforms on Facebook, on Twitter, Instagram, and they can basically find if they want a physical copy of the music, we can actually give distribution for like physical copies. Everything else is digital. It's online on all other platforms: Apple Music, Spotify, Pandora, and all other music platforms like Tidal, YouTube. I also have several music projects on mixtape sites like livemixtapes.com or spinrilla.com or audiomac.com. Audiomac being one of the biggest ones for me as far as like where you can find most of my music on the mixtape level. But anywhere else, like basically all they have to do is just Google. They can actually Google my name, which thank you God. We finally got to the level we're verified on Google, so I'm a verified character on Google, so I'm loving that every day. I'm just waiting on the other verified checks. It's coming. It's like it's coming this year. It's already on the way, but they can just basically Google me, Drevo Coolidge. That's DREVOCOOLIDGE, and they can get everything on me, blogs, articles, platforms, music, anything if they just Google.
Okay. Well, get out there and get that music from Drevo there. I'm sure he'd appreciate that. And speaking of your music, I guess in just a moment we're going to have a music video from you. Maybe you can tell us the title of it and if there's a story behind it.
Oh, shit. Just should be recovery, if I'm not mistaken.
Something.
Pedro Perez.
Mm-hmm.
Pedro Perez. Okay, Pedro Perez, yo. Pedro Perez is basically just it's like a electoral campaign for me and on an urban side. So it's really what Pedro Perez is. It's a electoral campaign for me on the urban hip hop side of my music. So basically I'm saying vote for Pedro Perez, vote for Drevo Coolidge 2021. So it's like I'm running for president. Oh, get your vote. Got to get your vote.
Well, I hear you, man. Yeah, and it is a pretty good song, and we're going to be watching that in just a moment. But I think that's all we really need for right now, Draven. Well, thank you again for coming on the show.
Appreciate you.
Maybe we can have you back on sometime if you have anything to plug for us.
I love it. I love it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay. All right. Here is Pedro Perez right here on Palm Match TV. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
Pedro Prince, yeah. Campaigning for 2021, yeah. Pedro Prince, yeah. Here we go. Slime got the pump and the switches on the way,
Joe Press with the bank. Hitting on bean like we're circling in the bay. On the bay. Pay Joe Press with the cake. High tech serve got me leaning off the crates. Pray Joe Press getting paid. Work this on till I get a couple shakes. Pay Joe Press getting paid. Papa say damn son. Chopping up seeds like a pellet gun. Niggas say some cause I'm Fabricon. Dodging these hoes cause I found me one. She got my keys and I carry her. Eating on Hunter and lettuce buns. Sauce on the side with my carry-ons. Hop off the jet with a bag of bones. Can I let us lay up? Treat my fuck just wake up. Red like Jiffy so pay up. My little Jiffy she wait up. Can I let us lay up? Treat my fuck just wake up. Red like Jiffy so pay up. My little Jiffy she wait up. Slime got the pump and the switches on the way. Pay Joe Press with the bank. Hitting on bean like we're circling in the bay. On the bay. Pay Joe Press with the cake. High tech serve got me leaning off the crates. Pay Joe Press getting paid. Work this on till I get a couple shakes. Pay Joe Press getting paid.